people were really changing the way that they were living. Work and play had blurred, but shoes just hadn't kept up.
There's a huge opportunity here to rethink the way that shoes are made. I was back actually in New Zealand playing professional sport in a previous life. I was sponsored by one of the big athletic apparel brands, and everything I wore on a day-to-day basis had logos.
And what he realized was those brands, their full intent is to draw attention to the brand by using a splashy color and a big logo on the side of the shoe.
So the first insight really was that there was an opportunity for a very, very simple aesthetic in footwear and in sneakers.
Why can't we strip away and use this reductive design principle to strip away a lot of the unnecessary details of a piece of footwear, a shoe, and make something that's really focused on comfort?
When I visited my first footwear factory, I realized that footwear was predominantly made out of synthetics and leathers, and that natural materials had been ignored in the quest to make shoes very cheaply.
It was that marketing opportunity, but also the fact that it could be enabled by really innovative and renewable materials, starting with merino wool.
Wool wicks moisture, regulates temperature, and it's incredibly sustainable when you source it in the right way. Wool and natural materials could be used to make both a more sustainable product and also a better product. So it really was, it was off to the races once we worked that out.
Your shoes look like they might have a frog inside of it. I've known Tim as long as he's known his now wife, actually. Our wives were college roommates. 6 weeks after they got married, we did his bachelor party, his wedding, and then we signed a term sheet and raised our first round of financing together.
We had a larger axe hovering over us that whatever happened, we couldn't jeopardize our wives' friendship. And that's been tested at different times along the way, but he does all the parts of the business that I most likely shouldn't be doing, and probably vice versa. That being said though, we have these just kind of wonderful tension and debates about every aspect of the business.
We have once a week, we meet and we just take a walk and we talk about things on our mind. And if I didn't have that, I don't know, I would never be able to do a business, particularly an entrepreneurial endeavor that just takes so much.
The cream actually did a little bit better than the black.
Interesting.
People just liked the way it just complemented what they were wearing at the time.
Yeah, it's kind of a sportier look, I think. New York City is our biggest market. It's a place where, it's really the epicenter of everything in apparel and footwear too. But I think extracting ourselves from where the epicenter of the industry is actually really good.
Having lived in San Francisco now for a number of years, it feels like the place to come when you want to rethink things, access to talent, so I think it's the right place for Allbirds. Joey and I sat down in the very early days of working out what Allbirds could be, and we imagined talking to our grandkids about a business that had shifted the way people thought about sustainability. We're certainly not doing that at the moment, but I think the ambition and the vision is large, and we're going to attack that in very, very small steps.